He normally would come to visit. This particular year, we were going on vacation to Disney World and Universal Studios. We got back. That's when he had the asthma attack, and I contacted Miss Hughes. She indicated that he had medical insurance.
Wait. So he has this asthma attack?
Correct.
And he had an inhaler that was out of medication, is that right?
That is correct.
So you rushed him over to the ER?
That is correct.
So you filled out some forms?
I had to fill out forms in order for him to be seen.
What kind of documentation were you given to fill out when you took him to the hospital?
Oh, they just have you to sign an agreement form that you're responsible for the bill for him to be seen at that point.
No questions about coverage?
Asked, did he have medical insurance? I indicated that he did, but he was here visiting. I'm not his parent.
Got it.
And that he had medical insurance.
And so when he was being treated, you call his mother?
That is correct.
And what was that conversation like, Ms. Hughes?
I didn't get the call until after that night I was at work.
Okay.
So when she took him to the hospital, I did not know about it until the next day.
So when you were made aware, what was that conversation like?
The conversation, he had an asthma attack, and which I knew he had asthma already, and that's what we would proceed to get through with his medication.
But you did confirm with Ms. Brady that your son was covered?
Yes,
Okay.
he had insurance.
And you provided that information to her?
Yes.
Here's where I need you to fill some gaps, Ms. Brady, because this happened in 2012, and you didn't get a notice to appear in court until 6 years after the fact.
That is correct.
What was going on within the 6 years? Did you ever receive a bill?
I never received the bill.
And the first time you ever heard about an outstanding bill is when you got a summons to appear in court?
That is correct.
Ms. Hughes?
I don't know if she received the bill or not, but when I finally contacted Emory Hospital after she made me aware of everything, because at first she told me it was DeKalb County. I kept calling them, and they finally told me no, he wasn't seen at that hospital. They informed me of two hospitals. One was Grady, and one was Emory Hospital. When I called Grady, gave him his information, they said he wasn't seen there. I proceeded to call Emory Hospital, gave him his date of birth, social security number, and I found out that's where he was actually seen it. Well, when I was telling them, hey, it's an issue with this bill, my son was covered. The lady on the phone told me this. She said, ma'am, it's been corresponding to Ms. Brady for the last 2 to 3 years. And it's too late for you to give me anything for as medical or anything because it's already been sent to collections.
So what she's saying is that there was some communication within that amount of time about this bill.
I received bills for my own children, but never received a bill for, and he did not get seen at Emory Hospital. He was seen at DeKalb Medical.
So you get this summons to appear in court.
That is correct.
And you reach out to Ms. Hughes and you tell her about this situation.
That is
and I'm assuming that is the first time you're hearing about a bill.
Yes.
And so you drafted an email accepting responsibility.
Well, no. She called me the night before. I was at work. When I get to work, I sit in my car. She called me that night, and she told me she had to go to court the next day. I emailed her through my phone while I'm sitting in the car, and I just letting them know, yes, I'm Damika Hughes, I'm the mother, I'm responsible for the bill. Send me the bill, it'll get paid because I knew he had medical coverage.
Okay, so you did draft an email?
Yes.
Okay.
And sent it to her. She explained to me that she had court. So a couple of days later, I picked up the phone and I called her just to pursue, okay, what did they say? They're gonna, let the insurance handle it. She told me that a judge in Georgia told her that just like she reached out to me then and I corresponded and responded through that, she could have did that previous while they were sending the letters or anything and the case could have been resolved. So since she didn't do it, her duty, then she was responsible. That's what she told me.
I get that. We're going to get there, but I'm trying to figure out what happened along the way.
Yes.
So in court, this email from Ms. Hughes didn't help you?
No, it did not.
And
once I received the documentation that I was being summoned to court regarding the bill, I emailed her all of the information, the date, how much the bill was, because everything they sent me, I scanned it and I sent it to her.
And that was the first time you had ever laid eyes on a bill?
That is correct.